Hi guys, I'm Vic, and today I'll be reviewing the high grade 1 in 144 scale RGE C350 Shaldoll Custom, or Kai. This kit was released in Bandai in 2012, is number 18 in the high grade Gundam Age lineup, and retails for 1,200 yen. For plastic colors, this kit is molded in this cream color with a tinge of green. It's a pretty unique a shade of white. Never seen it before. A very, very gaudy lime green. I suspect that it can glow under UV light. I don't know, I haven't tested it out yet, but I think it might be able to. Anyway, you get gray for the joints and whatnot. And you get a single teal plastic piece for the visor and the forehead camera, which is just a single piece. But I have applied the stickers because they're shiny. You also get a sticker for the back of the head camera, and stickers for all the black parts on the armor. Although I did use paint instead, just because. So yeah, it's got pretty decent color separation. Well, no, really good color separation. Everything from the show is replicated perfectly, almost. It's just that the color scheme is very, very impractical. But then again, we're talking about 18-meter robots in space, so yeah, practicality is a moot point here. For articulation, the head is mounted on a double ball joint polycap, PC006, same as always, but its head movement is even better than most age kits. It can look down that far, which is pretty spectacular, up that far, pretty far, and move side to side like the Genois's chest, and it can rotate, of course. The shoulder movement is pretty amazing too. It can swing forward that far, back that far. The arm can move out that far, along with the shoulder for a total of that. Anyway, the shoulder itself can move like that. There is a cut joint below the shoulder, so it can rotate freely. The elbow's on a double joint hinge with a polycap and plastic. Anyway, it can move like that, so pretty far. The manipulators are on ball joints as per usual, so it can rotate and wiggle. The chest and waist are on a double ball joint. The bottom ball joint can't really move forward, back, or side to side at all, but it can still rotate. So it's just a chest this time, and it can move forward that a little, back way further, side to side a lot, and it can rotate, of course. The hips are on the standard hip joint nowadays, so it can swivel like this and swing side to side. The front skirts are molded as one piece, but you can separate them to make it extremely loose, unfortunately. So the front skirt can move up that far, side skirt that far. Legs can move forward that far, out to the side that far. The hips can rotate, and the knees are on a double joint, so they can do a full bend with some splitting knee armor. The ankle, the ankles and feet can move forward this far on a hinge and a ball joint, this far back, this far side to side, which is pretty awesome. And the thruster in the backpack is mounted on a single ball joint, so it can move like that. And this piece for the beam saber can swing up like that, and it can rotate, so you can grab the beam saber with either arm. And this gimmick is awesome. For accessories, starting with the one on its body, you get the beam saber handle, which is very tight, which is kind of scary. 2 pieces. You get 2 clear pink beams of the dark flat variety, so you get an extra. You only get 1 beam saber handle, so yeah, fits in very snugly. Although the handle is somewhat short, you can hold it pretty easily with either hand. You get the Dodge gun with a shiny green sticker for the scope in there. And to put this on, you need to take off the hand cover, and it'll fit on very nicely. Solid. Yep, it's not going anywhere. You get 2 alternate left hands, 1 closed fist and 1 open hand. They're pretty nice considering that most age kits only have one or the other or none at all. So yeah, that's pretty good for a high grade age kit. You get a shield, same as a GX's, only without the wolf logo symbol. Anyway, this might look like it can move, but it's just like 2 pieces. So yeah, in order to mount this, you need to rotate the hand like this, and then plug it into the side. Make sure that this part connects into the wrist, like so, and it is solid. I should also mention that the wrist piece, the wrist armor here, can be placed either to the side or the back, like the Gundam Age 1 and the Adele, etc. So yeah, you do have the option of displaying the shield on the back or the side. Posability has never been much of an issue with the high grade age lineup. You can pull off a basic shooting pose quite nicely. And of course, age grunts cannot dodge, so instead they block, which ends up failing and they end up dying. Oh yeah, and he can do a kneeling pose pretty easily. I do like his ability to grab the beam saber like that. I never thought I'd say this, but that actually looks pretty menacing. Of course, the Shaldoll was never this badass in the series. Final thoughts on this kit, I am pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I would like it this much because the color scheme just looks really gaudy. But I actually stopped caring about that. Its proportions are pretty sleek, the design is very dynamic, and yet generic at the same time somehow. It's pretty detailed, having a lot more panel lines than most Gundam Age kits. It's got great color separation, even in the visor. It's got good part separation, making it easy to paint. And it's really easy to modify, so if you don't like the color scheme of the Shaldoll custom, you can always paint it. I'm sure that'll look nice. So yeah, all that for the relatively cheap price of 1,200 yen. So, in short, I do recommend this kit. So, this was Vic, and I'll see you guys next time.